Testing 1, 2, 3.
Oh, we're ready now.
Oh, we're ready. All right, here we go. What's up, y'all? We're the Icemen of the Arctic Circle, and we are back for another scrumptious episode.
Delicious.
My name is Josh, and my two co-hosts are Colin.
Yo.
And Alex.
Kachiga.
Real quick before we get started, we wanted to remind you guys that we are working extra hard on getting these episodes recorded before we leave for the summer. We want to give you all the best quality content possible during the weeks we're not together and able to record. So I think we are expecting to release this episode. I have on my calendar
May 21st.
but we could shift that around if needed. But if you guys are listening, and it is May 28th, and we did our jobs correctly.
Happy birthday.
And I'm sure there's a listener with a birthday on that day. Happy birthday, Gerald.
Even if it's not your birthday, happy birthday.
It's probably Gerald's birthday.
Oh, yeah, it's definitely Gerald.
Or it could be
Happy
our
birthday,
Spanish,
Gerald.
Could be our Spanish listener's
Hope it's
birthday.
a good one.
Oh, yeah, if you're in Madrid, happy birthday.
Alrighty, so as you are listening to this, you could be sprawled out on a beach chair watching the waves wash up the mysteries of the ocean, wondering,
Wow.
why are they talking like they're not enjoying the summer too? That being said, we will do our best to communicate with y'all as best as we can as we are quickly approaching the summer. So, with that out of the way, we're going to introduce this topic of the day, and we are going to stick with the theme of summer. We wanted to give you all a little vacation summer episode where we can sort of just discuss our summer plans with each other and with you guys. Whether that be our vacation plans, jobs we have lined up, internships, that sort of stuff. This will be kind of a laid-back episode, so feel free to kick back, relax, and tune in to the best podcast east of the Mississippi. We hope you enjoy this episode, and if you do, feel free to give it a like and follow so you never miss an episode. Alrighty, summer is the fantastic 3 months that follow the end of classes in May up until the return of campus in August. This is the period of time where you can reminisce on the good times you had this past year in college, or you can experience the terrors of your parents if you could not keep up your grades this past semester. Alex? If you are a college student like us, you can probably relate in some way, shape, or form. Anyways, feel free to sit back, relax, and enjoy the episode. Alrighty, boys. So, topic introduced, complete. Check that off the bucket list today. I think we can go ahead and get started.
Destroy it.
I'll start off with Colin, I think. Colin, how is your summer going to be looking like? How is summer 2K23 going to be looking like this year?
Very, very packed summer for me this year. Starts off, I'm going to be heading home around the second week of May from Athens, driving back up to MD.
Good old Maryland.
And then basically a week later, I'm going to be flying up to New York, and I'm going to be working for ESPN at the PGA Championship. I'm very excited for that. It's a pretty big opportunity. Very blessed. Shout out to James Fries hooking me up with that job opportunity. I'll be there with him.
James Fries, if you're listening, we love you.
Probably not, but
Probably
you
not.
never know. And we'll be I'll be helping out the broadcast crew as a spotter for the golfers. Keeping track of where the ball is going, and I think I'll have a rangefinder as well.
Okay, cool.
So yeah, it'll be a great opportunity. I'm very excited for that. That's going to be about 5 days. And then I'm going to come home in late May, stay there for a few weeks, and then June 3rd, I am flying to Amsterdam for
Good old Amsterdam.
for a couple days
We love Amsterdam.
with a few other guys.
Nefarious country.
Oh yeah, we're going to get up to some stuff there. Who knows what, but it'll be legal there whatever we do. Legal there.
You gotta.
Yeah, you can rob banks there.
I guess.
Of course.
I don't know when Pride Week. They have like a Pride Week that's like pretty huge there.
Really?
Because Netherlands is a very socially advanced country.
They are, yeah.
And
they're on top of their
I'll
shit.
talk about this later in the podcast, but I went there last summer during Pride Week without even knowing, and it's pretty huge there. Like, they have parades on the canals they had like 80 boats going
That's pretty
around.
dope.
It's awesome. You're good.
Yeah.
You're gonna have a good time. You got to go to the you got to go to the museums.
I'm excited.
check out a museum.
I will only be there for almost exactly like 48 hours.
Oh, if you wanted to go to the Anne Frank house, you got to get the tickets very far in advance because we could not get tickets to it.
Okay, gotcha. Good to know.
That's
crazy.
like the best. That's like the best attraction. I feel like.
Can you ride
I
it?
honestly
Can you
don't
ride
know.
it? Is it a roller coaster?
Yeah, it's a roller
Oh
coaster.
God!
No, it's not.
Let's be careful.
Okay.
Let's be careful what we're saying here.
No, you know, like
No,
one of like the slow roller coasters that would take you through the whole house and
like
exhibit
a
and show
Disney
you off all the...
a Disney coaster.
Yeah, but it's not like one you do for the thrill. It's one you do for the experience.
Right.
Okay,
of
well,
course.
I can tell you with very big confidence it is not a roller coaster. But
Gotcha.
it is one of the most impactful. It could be one of the most impactful tours you go on.
Yeah,
if
I can
you,
imagine.
If you decide to,
that's
take
pretty.
it that
It's a
direction.
very historic
Yeah.
spot. I will definitely try and check that out. Yeah, I will be there for 2 days with 3 other guys from UGA, and then the 4 of us will be flying to Prague for study abroad for about 3 weeks. I'll be taking a travel writing class there.
Travel writing.
That's the course, travel writing.
What do y'all just write papers
Writing
and
travel.
stuff?
Yeah, we're gonna talk to citizens there and sort of learn their stories and
like
what
interview
it's-
them.
Yeah.
That's all down your alley, man.
Well, yeah, it's
You're a
it's a
huge
it's a
interviewer.
Grady class. It's a journalism class, so it's
Oh yeah,
it's for my
Huge
major.
journalism lad over here.
That's right.
JL.
I'm
Huge
very excited
JL.
for that opportunity as well. That'll be about 3 weeks, and then at the end of June, I get back home, back to the States. I'll be at home for a few more weeks, and then I'm going to the Outer Banks with the fam beach house for like 2 weeks.
OBX baby.
OBX.
Obics.
What does he say in the show? He's like, greatest place on earth or something like
Yeah,
that.
that's
Yeah,
exactly
that
what he
is-
says.
Yeah. I haven't been there
Except
since
they-
I was like,
They filmed that in Charleston, but whatever.
oh, actually?
Yeah, they filmed the entire Outer Banks in Charleston.
So it's not like
Liars.
that
Liars.
there. I don't
It's
remember.
definitely the footage there that in the show is not. Yeah.
Okay,
Have you not
gotcha.
been to the Outer Banks before?
Not since I was in like elementary school.
I feel
Don't
you.
really remember what it's like there. So yeah, I'll be there for
I
a
don't
minute.
think I've been there either.
These guys might come for a few days.
I'll be there at
stay.
some point.
But yeah, what day was that?
July 8th to the 22nd.
Okay, so I'd have to go like sometime mid-July.
And then after
Nice.
that, I'm probably gonna come back to Athens for really just like a week. Work a few shifts at Polly's. That way I can make some money because at that point I know I will definitely be broke. And then
Oh, dude, you
going
told him,
back
you told him where
home.
you work, dude. That's awesome.
come to Polly's. Check it out.
You never know. We might have
Tip well.
assassins listening to this
Assassins,
podcast.
yeah.
Polly's Crepe Bar in Athens, Georgia. Come visit.
And tip him well.
Tip everyone there well. Everyone that works
No,
there is
just
great.
Colin.
And then after that, I'm gonna go see Drake in concert at the end of July.
Dude, that's
That'll
gonna
be
be
back in
huge.
DC. I'm very
That's gonna
excited
be
for
The
that.
lover boy himself.
The certified lover boy himself.
CLB.
Yeah, I'm very excited for that. It's gonna be. I have a feeling he's gonna put on a great show, and it's gonna be in a packed arena too. So,
I was
gonna be
saying
awesome.
this. I was saying this earlier. I don't know how many more tours he's gonna do. How many more shows? Like,
Yeah, well,
he wants to retire.
I mean, he's been doing it for over a decade, well over a decade. We'll see.
I think it's good that you got tickets now.
This is
rather than
definitely
later.
going to be maybe his biggest tour he's ever done and ever will do. I could see it because this is being
Really?
advertised as like all of his albums combined
Yeah,
into
that's
one
right.
thing. And 21 Savage is touring with him, which is 21 Savage is pretty big
You
right
think
now.
they'll make out on stage?
That would be man. I hope
Rich
to catch
Flex
that.
comes on. Drake's gonna start like twerking up there.
Yeah, that would be
just
awesome.
like the AI generated. You see like the like the Trump, Biden, Obama, and Drake like go to McDonald's or something.
Yeah.
Right.
Except it'll be real.
Yeah, but Drake's always like giving compliments to Biden or something.
Oh, he's being I see.
He's
You
just
know,
being a little
little sus.
yeah, just a little bit.
Yeah.
Y'all know what I'm talking about. If you know what I'm talking about, comment goat right now. Comment goat.
Right now.
Do it.
Comment.
Yeah, that's really my whole summer right there because that takes me into August and then probably just be home until like the second week of August, then I'm moving back here, the Standard. Very excited.
Dude, that's crazy.
It's gonna be a hell of a summer.
You have a lit crazy.
Dude, yeah, I'm
summer.
really only gonna ever have like 1 week
Yeah.
where I have nothing going. Like I'll have 1 week off of
to like
stuff.
to like work, or
Not even. I mean, I don't really have a job lined up back at home, so I won't really be doing
You'll
much.
just have a week of just free, just nothing going.
Probably
on.
just going to the gym.
Yeah.
That'll be about it. But
You
yeah,
gotta go to the gym in Prague. I'm sure the gyms there are lovely.
I hope there's gyms there because I
Lovely.
don't think I can go 3 weeks without working out at all. That would be
Yeah, I
bad.
worked out when
Yeah.
I did study abroad last summer.
Okay,
So-
I'll find a place to do it. Either way.
They'll have a place. They
Yeah.
literally gave us.
I thought
There's
only
a
the
place in
U.S.
the
had
college.
gyms.
Yeah, I think they actually banned gyms in Europe.
Yeah.
They're not allowed.
Yeah, good luck
Not
finding
allowed.
one.
You get
You just have to lift rocks.
you get beheaded if you go to a gym there.
They just take
They
straight
have
steroids.
gyms there, but if you go in them, you get beheaded.
Yeah.
It's like how like fluoride is like in water. They have like steroids just injected in the water system. So you're
Everyone's
constantly-
buff as fuck.
Everyone's
Yeah.
huge there.
Taking roids all the time.
Yeah,
That's
I'm gonna
crazy.
get on that Prague diet. It's gonna be awesome.
Some prog roids.
Beer and
All
roids, baby. Beer and roids.
Alex, it's on to you.
All right. I don't have too eventful a summer, but the plan is right now, post exams, I'm going home to see my parents, and then we're gonna go to Fairhope, Alabama, where they have a house on the bay down there. So we're just gonna spend some time together down there. I'll probably come back, maybe try to get something in before June 5th, like another trip with some friends or something like that.
Yeah, like a small little trip.
Yeah. We'll see what happens with those plans. But on June 5th, I start my internship for Cantaloupe, and I'm working that 4 days a week until the summer ends. So I'll probably
That's
I
in
work 2
Atlanta?
days. I work 2 days in person.
Is that in Atlanta?
Yeah, in Sandy Springs.
ATL.
I work 2 days in person and then 2 days online. And then I come back, and then I'll probably come back to Athens every weekend because 2 of those days online, I'll just come back and work.
To
it
see me,
here.
right?
Yeah, just to see you.
Yeah, that's what I
And then
thought.
we'll play Rocket League for like 10 hours a day. It'll be awesome.
Most definitely.
Just only Rocket League.
You'll drive back.
I'll have
just
3
to
day
play-
weekends every day
just
too.
to play Rocket League.
I'll have 3 day weekends every day, so we'll be playing Rocket League every single weekend.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And then like Colin was saying, I'm gonna go visit him in the OBX.
Yeah.
We're gonna get a little group of men going down there.
Yeah, I
Fine
forgot.
going.
I guess I'll be going. I just completely forgot we were doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Come literally any set of days.
We are
In that 2
going
week
to
span,
be
I will be
live there. We're gonna dig up that whole beach.
We're
We're
gonna
gonna
do.
dig a
We're gonna do
huge
something.
We're
hole.
gonna find a rope like we did on spring break, and we're gonna dig it up.
Yeah.
Oh, you missed the rope.
The rope got
Yeah,
buried.
Colin.
I did
There
miss
was
the
a
rope.
random rope in the sand just sticking out.
And the metal detector, we put a metal detector over it and it was beeping.
In reality, it was probably an anchor.
Yeah, but that was like an old rope, man. That's been
It
there
was
for
a really
while.
old rope.
Huh.
It had
It was
years
Ponce de
of-
Leon's first American discovery.
Oh, yeah.
That's where he set up shop.
That's dope.
Definitely Christopher Columbus when he sailed the ocean blues.
Yeah.
The ocean blues.
The
But
ocean
that's,
blues in 1492.
That's my summer. I'm mainly working the internship, and then I'm gonna try to get some fun things in around that.
That's awesome, dude.
Mm.
Well, I guess it is back around to me, and I will disclose. Alright, I'm gonna go
That's
ahead and
Nice little
disclose.
intro for you.
Yeah, we make whale noises when my turn comes up. You
Yeah.
guys didn't know. Alrighty, well, my summer is a little different than you guys. I'll be right here on this couch cushion the entire
You
summer.
better eat it. It
That's
better be
awesome.
eaten by the time I come back.
Well, he's gonna run out of food eventually, and then he's gonna have to.
God, he's gonna be
Nah,
ravenous.
but I will be.
I'm not gonna be here that week.
Thank God. I don't think you'd want to be.
Oh, God,
I will be
I'm
in
scared.
Athens working somewhere this summer. When this episode is released, I will know where I'm working, and I will be working there. But right now, I'm just kind of got my eyes open. I'm not really a picky lad.
He's not a PL.
I'm definitely not a PL when it comes to jobs. So I'll do basically whatever.
Comment below where you think Josh is gonna work.
If you get it right, I'll give you a Tootsie Roll.
Ooh, yummy.
I'll ship it there.
Make it 2 Tootsie Rolls.
Nah, just one.
I'll throw in a third.
All right.
Guys,
you got 3 Tootsie
we're on,
Rolls.
we're on
the
a
line.
budget. We're
A
on
Tootsie
a budget.
Roll from each of us.
I'll kiss mine.
Hand delivered.
We have enough money for that?
I'll unwrap my Tootsie Roll, proceed to suck on it for 30 seconds, put it back in the wrapper, and then give it to you.
Well, you have to test for poison, so that's a good call.
Yeah.
We don't want to. We don't want to.
You know how they put...
Test
You know how...
for poison.
Well, we don't want them to think that we're gonna kill them or something. So we gotta make sure it's like it's safe.
Dude,
We're
we
gonna
have
try
so
it
many
first.
giveaways
Yeah,
lined
you know
up.
the Halloween horrors where they put like little razor blades in the candy. I'm just testing for that. For,
Yeah,
for
exactly.
the viewers. I don't want any harm to come to you guys.
All
Unless you're
right.
into the razor blades,
Well,
Then I'll keep it.
then I'll keep it.
okay. I'm gonna continue. Well, basically, my June is looking like just a lot of work. Definitely a lot of podcast edits. We'll see where that goes. Definitely some social media moves we'll be making as well this summer with TikTok.
We're gonna be moving.
We'll be moving
We're
a lot of edits for sure. But July is the crazy month for me, guys. I'll be vacationing I guess 3 times that month. So I leave on the first week of July for July 4th weekend with my girlfriend's family. So that'll be exciting.
Shout out CJ.
You guys know how much fun fireworks on the beach is. 4th of
you
July.
gotta-
That's the best time to go to the beach.
You
4th of
gotta get the
July.
fireworks. You can shoot at people.
Oh,
handheld rockets.
the cannon things.
Yeah.
Y'all remember the Office episode, the fire episode, where Andy's like, "The fire is shooting at us!"
Yeah, that's a good one. He has one of the
It's
things on the
stress
ground.
relief
the
part one.
sparklers. Yeah,
Stress relief.
Stress relief part 1.
that's a good one.
The fire is shooting.
Have you ever seen those? Like it's like a TikTok or something where it's in a city and a dude just like fires one into a crowd and just
Yes.
explodes.
Yeah. I've seen one where a guy had like
I
6
did that
straps
once,
to
you know.
each motorcycle handle and was just driving and shooting them off like pew, pew, pew,
That's
pew.
You guys
pure
don't shoot-
chaos.
Yeah.
Have you guys
just
not
in the
shot
streets.
fireworks in the crowd before? I do that all the time. Every
Oh,
summer.
man.
I usually just take a dump in the crowd. And
We
then
had
leave.
some crazy fireworks last 4th of July. We bought so many
Yeah, we
fireworks
did.
last year.
Dude, I forget. That's been a minute.
Yeah, that was a fun 4th of July.
That was awesome.
Yeah, I was not there for that.
We've got to do a firework
Oh,
fight.
I was abroad for that.
You were in Oxford?
Yeah, I was in Oxford.
This July 4th,
Yeah, we
we need to
celebrated
do a
the 4th in
firework.
Athens.
We need to do a
That's
firework fight.
Definitely.
We'll get the bottle rockets or whatever they're
Like
It's
a
called.
like some
snowball
GTA
fight?
type shit right there.
Yeah,
I'm pretty
you
sure
get hit.
like the firework gun. Just
Yeah.
shoot that. So, yeah.
Bring GTA to life. Let's do it.
You'd be fine if a firework hit you.
Yeah, depends where.
Depends on the
Yeah.
size.
Well, you
of
know,
the
Jason-
firework.
We'll wear
Pierre
armor.
Paul.
We'll wear armor.
Jason
Where
Pierre-Paul,
are
the
we?
football player, he like lost 3 fingers because he was like messing around with a firework before it shot off, and it shot off while he was like his hand was there.
Uh-huh.
So now he's a defensive end. He literally has a club hand. He just wraps his like 3 fingers in a bunch of wrap, and it's just a club that he doesn't hit people with it, but he has it if he
Yeah.
wants to.
Yeah.
You know?
That's crazy.
I'll show you.
He wraps his hand.
He's got
Yeah.
that club hand.
It's
That's
pretty
CH.
wild.
Let me see this. Let me see it real quick.
Yeah, if
Club
we were.
hand.
Where's it? Oh, there it is.
Oh my god.
He just wraps that thing up.
It's like a boxer.
Imagine he just swings around and
There's
There's
smacks
definitely
you.
a photo of the hand too. Oh yeah, that thing is
wow.
not fully intact. That's from a firework right there.
Whoa. That is a deformed hand.
Yeah, man. Yeah, he lost. I guess he lost 2 fingers.
Jesus.
Colin, man, you're the NFL guy in this group, so you gotta
I
keep us
do-
updated with
I
the
do.
deformed hands of the NFL.
NFL draft at the time of recording this.
Deformed hand of the week.
At the time of recording this, the draft is tonight.
New
Big
segment,
night for
deformed-
football.
Y'all want to start a
Big
new
night.
segment, deformed hand of the week?
Just Google deformed hand and
We
maybe
get a deformed
do
hand
some
from a famous
research.
I'm
person.
saying this was our first segment. We just did it.
That's awesome.
Deformed hand. We'll keep it going. Or we probably won't, but maybe.
I'll be in the lab. I'll look for some more deformed hands to
Yeah.
show off.
Now,
Alrighty.
that's a good deformed hand.
That's a good one. Gotta show that one off.
God, dude.
Alrighty, well, after my first vacation, I'll be going to OBX with the boys.
Yeah.
Should be heading back mid to late July. And then the last week of July, I go back on vacation. I'll be on the beach the whole month.
You're gonna be tan.
Yeah, I'm going to Edisto. You know how much my family loves Edisto.
Oh yeah.
In case y'all don't know, Edisto is an island in between Hilton Head and Charleston, South Carolina. It's pretty secluded island. There's like one grocery store and a couple of restaurants. you kind of do your own thing when you get there. A lot of times we cook every year just because it's easier, but that'll be fun. My dad and I like to golf every year, and we only do it once a year. It happens to be when we go on vacation, so we'll be hitting 40 over par at one of the courses over there for sure.
Oh, that'll be fun.
Yeah.
You sound crazy.
It's always so embarrassing because every time we play, there's always literally everyone there is better than us.
Mm-hmm.
So they all catch up to us, and we have to let them pass us. It's like we're getting lapped in Mario Kart or something.
It happens like every hole.
It's just it happens like every couple holes. It's just embarrassing, but it's still a good time. I'm sure my dad's gonna listen to this podcast. You know what I'm talking about, Dad.
Louis.
You know. But anyways, I always love vacation week because usually it's one of the only times where my family can all get together during the year. There's no stress, no worries, just sunshines and oceans, boys.
Sunshines and oceans.
Speaking of sunshines, you need to stay protected from the UV rays of the sun. You may be thinking, oh, my SPF 50 sunscreen will do the trick, but no. I'm here to introduce to you the Sunlight Mind Control Machine, aka the SMCM. This helmet-shaped contraption will allow you to go outside during a 100-degree piping hot day while completely protected from the dangers of sunburns and skin cancer. It works through state-of-the-art mind control technology which reprograms the sun's rays into ignoring the wearer of the SMCM completely. This machine is able to convince an inanimate ray of sunlight that you are not the victim of sunburns today, and it will actually push the rays of sunlight away from your body.
What?
So, the next time you look in the mirror after a long day at the beach and you see a perfectly painted picture of a strawberry on your face, you'll be wanting this product. I can assure you that. At an enormous price of $2 billion, it really is only affordable to the top 0.0000001% of the world's population. But if you get the money, you can get one. Head on over to iwantmysunlightmindcontrolmachine.com. That's iwantmysunlightmindcontrolmachine.com.
We're talking to you, Elon.
This sounds like a Tim and Eric sketch. Like some sort of product.
Hey, if we can crowdfund $2 billion, we gotta get one for sure.
We have to. When are they out right now?
When you crowdfund anything, is possible.
Nah, they're definitely not out right now.
Okay.
We got 100 people,
We
and
just
then
need
it's
Bill
only
Gates
what?
or Elon Musk.
It's only $100 million per person.
How much is it? It costs $2 billion per helmet.
$10 million per person. If it's
it would be
100 people.
Does it cost $2 billion?
We would need 20
It'll be
people.
$20 million each.
20 people to fund $100 million.
All right. Well, once this podcast blows up, that's like we'll get that like that. It's like 2 podcasts.
Yeah, it's only $2 billion, right?
We can bait our listeners.
We can get $2 billion easily.
We can also bait once we have a big enough viewer base, we can bait our listeners into donating to us, and we use the money.
Dude,
well, there are. Sponsors,
we are so good
right?
at baiting. We are masturbators. We're gonna have that money in no time.
Well, there are sponsors, right? So they should be giving us a little bit of dough.
Yeah, at least
they got
at least
$2
give
billion.
At least give us like a buy one get one.
a BOGO.
A BOGO on mind control.
Definitely.
I'll have to get in contact with the SMCM company, but
Okay.
I'll get back to you guys for sure.
All right, for sure, dude.
So, anyways, I think we're gonna transition over. We also wanted to discuss. We've had a lot of solid summers, a lot of solid vacations. I think we just wanted to kind of go into a little talk about kind of what our favorite vacation was, what our favorite summer was. Do you guys have a specific year that was supreme over all others? I can let you guys take it away if you guys have any thoughts.
Alex, you want to start?
Sure, I'll start us off. For me, it was last summer. Last summer was the first time I was kind of just truly out of the house and on my own for the summer. And I was able to, I lived in the house over the summer. There was people here that I got to hang out, and I worked a job. We went to the pool multiple times a week.
Dude, the pool is such a good time.
The pool is a vibe.
It's so good.
Especially in the Athens summer when it's super hot and humid. It feels so nice to go in the pool.
Yeah.
I played plenty of video games. Played plenty of Catan.
You love Catan.
You know, I've been fiending for it. I've been playing online a little bit.
Oh,
I've been fiending so much for it. And then at the end of the summer, when my job was dying down and people started returning back to Athens, Colin, Tanishk, and I went on a road trip to Texas.
They don't know Tanishk.
They do not.
We should get him on the podcast.
One day you'll meet
Tanishk is
Tanishk.
our buddy. Maybe he'll hop on. He has to get.
I bet our listeners will. Some of them will know.
Some
Tanishk.
of our listeners will know Tanishk.
But we went on a road trip from here all the way across Texas, barely into New Mexico. We saw Big Bend. Lived at Walmart. There was one day where we parked in a Walmart parking lot, stayed the night in the car in the Walmart parking lot, and then proceeded to wake up. And within the first 5 minutes of waking up, went directly into Walmart. It's a very odd experience to wake up and go into Walmart.
I've heard horror stories of that morning.
One of the most surreal experiences of my life. Easily. I have never...
You just wake up, walk in, and you're like, I should not be here
I was
right
off
now.
like 3 hours of sleep. I was in essentially pajamas, like athletic shorts and a t-shirt, walking around aimlessly.
And you
in a
looked like
Walmart.
you hadn't showered in a week. Basically.
It had been a day because we had left the day before.
Okay, so this was this was early into
This was the
journey.
first night.
We
Okay.
showered 2 times in maybe 6 or 7 days.
Yeah. Yeah. We
Once
didn't
at
shower.
once at an
you
RV
couldn't-
park, and then one day we got an Airbnb.
Oh my
That
God.
was luxury. That was living the life.
It was easily the best nap I ever took in my life.
Yeah.
At that Airbnb.
Yeah, I agree.
That's
But
crazy. I mean, I know a guy, like, you know how, like, Boy Scouts, Eagle Scouts back in the day?
Mhm.
I didn't do it, but I had a friend that did it, and he would backpack across, like, New Mexico, and they just wouldn't shower
That's
for, like,
nuts.
a month.
Yeah.
Yeah, they would just keep hiking.
Those are some smelly
I felt
boys.
pretty
Yeah.
gross after 3 days. I
Yeah,
will
the
say.
showers were purification.
Yeah, they were.
But the national parks we saw were beautiful. Big Bend was like one of the most gorgeous places I've ever been.
Dude, I still gotta go.
It was just vast desert, and the desert I think is my favorite terrain. Something about the desert just hits.
You ever get, like, a dune buggy and just start riding the desert?
Oh, all the time. Typically on Fridays and Saturdays.
Yeah.
And then White Sands was also great. I've never seen a place like White Sands. We posted our chairs up in the middle of these. White Sands is a national park that's just all the softest white sand dunes that you could imagine for a good distance. Like you would see those, and then in the background there would be mountains, and on top of the mountains there was a thunderstorm and a lightning storm. So we were just watching lightning pound this mountain, all while the sun was coming, all while the sun was going down. And it started to put this white hue over the White Sands desert that we were in, and it was just like, it was surreal. It was a sight I've never seen before.
Sounds like out of a movie.
I almost cried.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it was that beautiful?
I was
It was
close
that
too.
beautiful.
Really?
I've never seen anything like that before in my life.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's like the Grand Canyon. If you guys have been there, where pictures do not do it justice at all. The Grand Canyon is a place where
You just have to be there.
yeah, you see pictures of it and you're like, that looks crazy, but you don't really understand the scope of it until you see it with your own eyes in front of you, and it's like, wow.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty amazing. Nature is awesome, man.
I love nature.
Nature is dope. But that was my favorite summer.
Yeah, dude, you love that summer.
Yeah.
It was a great summer.
Already, Colin, well.
I will choose a different summer
I
because
was about to say, y'all
probably
would have a
say
similar answer.
Last summer is probably my favorite summer,
Yeah.
but I can pick another one. I might just go more specific and do vacation.
Yeah, I mean, it's really your choice, whatever your favorite is.
I think one of my favorite vacations I ever went on was after my freshman year of high school, so that was a little over 4 years ago, almost 5 years ago. My family, we went to the Grand Canyon. We stayed there for a few days, and then we went to Sedona, Arizona for 5 days, and then we went to Las Vegas for a few days.
That's awesome.
And that was another trip. You know, before that trip, my family went to like a lot of beaches or resorts. We didn't do a lot of nature-esque vacations, so it was a pretty unique trip for us. We had never really done anything like that before. And yeah, I mean, like I said, I already kind of spoke on the Grand Canyon. It's just, it's unlike anything I've ever seen. I will say, I would only recommend, if anyone were to ever go, only go for maybe 2 days. Because it really, I mean, it's an amazing view. It's like White Sands. Like, I wouldn't want to, you can't do a whole week trip to White Sands. You go for a day, maybe 2.
Yeah.
And then you've seen it, and you should do something else. It's the same with the Grand Canyon. There's plenty of trails.
Right, yeah.
And you can go into the canyon and ride horseback. We didn't do that, though.
Mm-hmm.
There's some things to do, but yeah, you sort of... I think you can go for 2 or 3 days, and you sort of understand.
Yeah.
You
that
can get
makes sense.
the whole experience. So
Especially
we
when
were
you're
there.
already out there, there's so many sights to see that you
Yeah.
might as well just keep bouncing from place to place.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, we were there for 3 or 4 days. Unbelievable. And then Sedona, Arizona. Is
Sedona.
Still to this
Sedona.
day, maybe my favorite place I've ever visited in my
Seriously?
life. I look up pictures. I would recommend.
Hey,
it.
wait until you go to Europe, bro.
It's a lot of canyons,
awesome.
just everywhere you go. It's similar to like Red Rocks in Colorado, that type of vibe. And when the sun sets, just the way the sky hits the rocks, it's like a town completely surrounded by red rocks. And just the vibes of the city are really cool because there's all these different local shops and
I'm looking at it. This looks sick.
it's amazing. Yeah, we did this
let me
pink Jeep tour
Wow, that is awesome.
through
Do you
the
even climb that?
canyons.
Do you even climb the canyon?
Oh, easily.
Free
That's,
climb?
that's probably just like a
Free,
V1.
oh yeah, you could free solo that for sure.
That's easily just a V1.
Alex Honnold, I'm coming for
And
you.
we were there for 4 or 5 days, and that's honestly going there makes me like want to live in Arizona. At one point in my life, it's like
I don't hear that
It
very
snows
often.
there. Look at the snow.
Well, I mean, it's great weather, and it's dry. It's not humid there, which is
And
very
you can
nice.
support the Phoenix Suns, so it's a win-win.
Yeah, the Suns are cool, I guess.
That's your thing.
Yeah, it's a cool area. I love Sedona, and then Vegas. Obviously, I'm still not 21, so at the time I was 15.
A little young.
So I couldn't really experience all of Vegas, but I still had a great time. There's a lot to do in the city. There's plenty of shows to see, and plenty of shops and places to walk around. It's a very unique city. It feels like another country when you're there. It doesn't feel like you're in America because things there are
Fake
just very
America.
different.
That's so interesting.
Yeah, that was probably my favorite vacation I've been on, or one of my favorites.
It sounds like it. I think I have
Holy
you guys know my favorite summer. I mean, it had to have been last summer. I know we're all pretty much saying it was last summer,
It had to
but
be.
I mean, I just had
That just means every summer is getting better.
no. I don't know about that. I think I peaked last summer for sure.
Oh, you were peaking?
I was definitely peaking,
You were peaking hard.
but anyway, I had
Peaking all over the place.
I had 2 amazing trips out of the country. In May, I went to Israel with like an organization for 10 days. I could have done it through UGA, but I'm not like involved with the organization here. So I was like, if I do it with them, it'll be like cliquey, and I don't want to be like an outsider, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So I did it with a different organization, and we flew out of JFK, so I had to get my own transportation there, which kind of sucked. But the rest of the trip was pretty much paid for.
So you became an insider.
I was about to say, everyone there was from the Northeast, so I was the only person more south than Maryland.
Hmm.
And so I was already naturally an outsider, but it was awesome because everyone loved me, man. They all anytime they heard I was from Georgia, they just wanted to come talk to me. It was just a conversation starter. They all expected me to have this like hillbilly like ranch accent, and then they're like, "You sound just like us." Yeah, guys, I'm from the same country as you guys.
Yeah.
I'm not like a foreigner. So they just thought it was, I don't know, that was just funny. But yeah, if you guys haven't been to Israel, I highly suggest it. Both the listeners and Colin and Alex.
You can get there by car if you take the tunnel.
Oh yeah, the Tesla tunnel.
The Tesla tunnel.
Tesla tunnel is open for business.
Yeah, the TT.
But I probably haven't had the best, or I guess I haven't had food as good as the street food in Israel. The street food there is unrivaled.
Hmm.
There's this thing called a shawarma. It's like a wrap, and it has
Bobby shawarma.
yeah, exactly like that. No.
There's some aggression in
No.
No. But there's this
Not Barbie shawarma.
the shawarma, it's a wrap, and there's this marinated meat that they like cut off, this rotating meat rack thing. I don't know what it's called, but you cut it off and just slap it on the bread,
Yeah.
and it's amazing. And there's all these toppings to choose from, all these veggies
Yeah.
that you don't ever eat unless you're in the Middle East. It's like,
It's definitely about the way you slap the bread with the meat.
oh, you gotta slap that bread.
That's how you get the flavor.
No, but seriously though, I'm dying to see a pop up, like a pop up stand of like Middle Eastern wraps somewhere in Athens. I need that. I need like a pop up food truck, late at night for a little wrap action.
That would be
Yeah.
dope.
Some raction.
Wraps with your wraps. You can
Oh, yeah.
rap while rapping.
Oh, always. But that trip was pretty
Always.
memorable. I went basically everywhere you can think to go in Israel. I went to the Dead Sea, the Wall, basically all the good landmarks to hit, and it was just a good time. I mean, the scenery there is crazy. I can't describe it. It's when you're driving on the interstate, you can see. I guess it won't be interstate, but when you're on the highway, you can see every city individually. You can pick out the cities. They're like either built into the side of mountains or on like on their own on like a plateau, and you can literally see the cluster of buildings in the desert. It's crazy.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's crazy. But anyways, that trip was awesome. I can't choose a favorite trip. I think that one's tied with my study abroad trip. That was a 6-week program from July to August. It was in Oxford, UK. So I'm a bit of a brainiac for
bit of a
going over
Brit.
there. Oh yeah, definitely a huge Brit after that trip.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. It was just so much fun.
This is great banter.
Great banter.
Great banter.
Oh, I had a lot of banter over there.
Banter.
Every weekend was. Colin, you'll probably experience something similar, but on these study abroad trips, they try to give you the weekends free, whether they say it or not.
They told us in our orientation they would give us every weekend off to do.
Yeah,
what
so
we
I
wanted.
had basically every weekend free, other than some class trips. So I would plan out what I was going to do with some buddies every single week for either a week in advance or 2 weeks in advance. So I made my ways through Europe for sure, namely the United Kingdom, but I took trips to Stonehenge, saw those little rocks that everyone's been talking about, all the rave about
Those
the
little
rocks.
all those rocks they've been talking about.
I went to London a couple times. I went to the UFC fight night on the 23rd of July last year, so that was awesome. I went to Edinburgh, Scotland. I went to the Open Championship,
That's awesome.
which was awesome. I just had a great summer, and of course I went to Amsterdam, which you will be doing shortly.
That's right.
So, I don't know. I feel like I did everything I
Oops.
could. I did everything I could with my time in Europe. So I'm like, I was definitely pretty satisfied with how I experienced it for sure. I didn't want to like come back to the U.S. and be like, oh man, something I could have done but I didn't do.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I wanted to make the most out of it, and I feel like I did with both my Israel trip and my study abroad program. So yeah, those are my 2 trips I wanted to talk about.
That's awesome.
A little round of applause. Can we start some round of
Snaps.
applause?
Yeah.
Woo!
Yes!
Great banter.
Great banter!
All right.
I think that was. We have anything else?
I don't think so.
We are sitting at 40 minutes.
Oh, let's wrap this thing up. Let's wrap this puppy up then.
Let's wrap this wrap up.
We're gonna wrap you up real nice.
Alrighty, well, okay. Dude, that's going to be picked up so hard on the mic.
I can't wait to
We'll
hear
see what it
that.
sounds like.
Well, if you guys learned a thing or two about our summer experiences, like the shawarma, go give the shawarma a little taste.
It's all about the way they slap that meat with the bread.
All about the way they slap that meat. But anyways, we hope y'all had as much fun listening as we did talking about our summer vacation. If you want to share what your favorite summer was, we are open to comments, so comment down below. We love reading y'all's comments when they come.
Mm-hmm.
That being said, You have been listening to the Arctic Circle. This is the Iceman signing off. Thank you for listening, and stay icy until next time.
Bye.
Peace.